Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. So I just finished a really, 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 really good series. When I say it was good, whew, it was so good. It was so good. I finished it in 2 days. I'm so upset with myself. I should have just dragged her because I'm on a social media fast. It ain't like I ain't got nothing else to do. So I got to get her done. Got to go on and get her watched. This is a Netflix series, His and Hers. Our leading man and woman are Tessa Thompson and John Bernthal. I think that's how, Bernthal. That's how you say his last name, Bernthal. Shane from The Walking Dead. He gonna be Shane. He gonna be Shane over here. This is, I gotta look this up because this was given a book to TV, but I don't know. If not, it needs to be. This is a good read. This seems like a good read here. Anyway, His and Hers. This is like a not even a psychological. Yeah, it's given kind of psychological thriller, just a tinge. But we got 2 estranged spouses. Hold on. Oh, I was getting a message from my mama. Talking about bringing me some chili. Please, absolutely. I need to hurry up and get off here and tell her and reply. Yes, I do want the chili. Thank you. Okay, so we have 2 estranged spouses. I'm finna just run through it. I don't even want to give you like a little short overview. In the first episode, a woman is found dead on her car. She's found stabbed 40 times. I feel like her throat is slit. She is brutally murdered, basically, on the hood of her car. And the detective on the scene knows her. He recognizes her immediately. Of course, we have the news, the media outlet out there ready to get the story going. Then we see Tessa Thompson. She's like running in the house from the rain. Then we see her, like throw all, like she's getting her life together, getting herself together. Then we see her all glammed up. And she's in Atlanta. And she goes to her old job because she's a investigative journalist, reporter. And she goes, to her old boss and, basically tries to get her job back. She heard about this story. This woman was killed in this small town. She want to go report on it. He's like, why would we go talk about that anyway? She's like, listen, it's my hometown. So I know the people. They'll talk to me. Please let me research my career. Thank you very much. Because she been gone for a year. She been gone, like missing for a year. Nobody's been able to get a hold of her. Nobody knew where she was. But now she back. And so he says, cool, I'll send you on out there. So she goes on out there. And she's one of the reporters on the scene. And before Detective Shane can walk off, she's like, is it true that you know the victim? And he turned around like, and then turns back around like he ain't here. And his partner like, why she ask you if you know the victim? Partner straight away was suspicious, okay, of her partner. Because what she mean, you know the victim? You want to tell me something? He tried, he slithers his way out of it. He don't really share too much. But we find out that she and him are married. They're not even, they're not, well, they're estranged because, like, they've been separated. She left. She just up and left. Reason being, their daughter passed away as a baby due to SIDS, and she didn't recover from it. She kind of had like a psychological break there for a minute, and she just needed to get away. So she was gone for a year. She just up and left, ain't tell nobody nothing. She was just gone, getting her life together, I guess. And now she's back, ready to report on this story of this girl that was killed. And the girl happened to be an old friend of hers back in high school. There was this friend group. This is a small town, but there was a school for girls. And she was like a scholarship student there. Her mother, played by Hannah. And y'all know Hannah if you watched the haves and the have-nots. But she plays her mother, and her mother was a housekeeper. You know, she cleaned for the rich folks, and she also did the cleaning at that school or whatever. But she was friends in the little in crowd, sort of, because like they mistreated her too. And she black, child. They was giving her it was like a frenemy situation. But anyway, the girl is killed, and so now detective is on it. But we start to find out there start to clues start to pop up, and then he starts to act all suspicious. They found semen in her. Oh, now you sweating. Why you sweating, Detective Shane? Because it's his semen. He been smashing the girl. She married, by the way. But she and her rich-ass husband had an arrangement where he understood, it is what it is. He got heart issues. He got issues. Impotent, probably. He got stuff going on himself. But he also got kinks. He also has kinks. So there's that. There's that bit of information as well. But he knew about her affairs. She was really fucking on everybody. Men, women, everybody. She was outside. And she was also, sleeping around with what's his face? With what's his name? With Detective Shane. And this particular night that he was sleeping with her, the night that she was murdered, his wife, Anna, that's her name, his wife, Tessa Anna, she was outside. She saw the whole thing. Because it was like right outside the cemetery. She was visiting her baby's grave, and then these two cars pull up, and they in there fucking. She get a little closer. It's her husband. But so he worried about everybody on the case finding out that he was smashing the victim. So he's trying to cover that up and hide all that. So now it looks like, did you kill this lady? Okay, hold on to that. Then we have the other friends from high school who, still they still remain in town. One of them gets murdered. And see, she and the first victim were blackmailing somebody. Because they were looking for the first victim's phone that was still left in Detective Shane's car. He ends up finding it, and then has to go down to the morgue and pretend like he lost his wedding ring up in there. Go in there, pull her out the freezer, take get the facial recognition going. Had to open up her eyes and everything. It unlocked. I didn't think it was gonna unlock because her eyes are dead, but it unlocked. And so now he in there, he reading text messages and things. He sees that she and the other girl that they were friends with were blackmailing somebody. He thinks that they were blackmailing her husband. So he go back round there to the husband again and try to see if it's him, trying to arrest him and everything. He like, I was not doing none of that. That was not blackmailing me. It wasn't me, not at all. He's not a suspect, and he ain't worried. He ain't worried about it at all because it's not him. He ain't do it. Then we have Tessa, who's still reporting on everything. She's still trying to find out some answers as well. And she also happens to be at these crime scenes, and it's just like, girl, is it you? Because we find out that, back in high school, there was this girl that she and the other girls, she kind of brought the girl into the group. She was, overweight, of course. And Tessa got good intentions, but the rest of the girls don't. Like, they want to bully her. And they do bully her. But Tessa seems to always bring her back into the fold, and they're all apologetic. And, oh, we didn't mean it. Oh, I'm so sorry. But it's still, jokes on them. Both of them. Because your mama cleaned my house. And then here you are. It's almost like, they're getting a kick out of having these girls around just to mistreat them. And so I guess it is what it is. But now we looking at Tessa because, girl, you got motive as well. So now we got these two people that are dead. And back in Atlanta, her rival reporter, the girl that basically took her job when she left, her husband is now Tessa's cameraman. She wanted him specifically. She wanted him specifically to be her cameraman so she could fuck him. Because she don't like that girl. So she fucked her husband. And you know who heard that going down? Her husband. Detective Shane. Cause he saw her around town. You know, he trying to figure out, girl, what you doing? Are you back? I ain't seen you in 5011. Girl, are we still married? What's going on? You know? And when he stumbled up on her, she in there smashing her cameraman. Real loud, too. But she's already seen him with the first victim. So what we talking about? You ain't been celibate. And he said, was I supposed to wait? Yes. You knew what the hell was going on, what was going on with me and why I left and what's going on with me emotionally and mentally. And you out here smashing on the hoes? You couldn't wait for me to get back? It's only been a year. But honestly, for real, it's only been a year. And he done already moved on fucking on whoever. Detective Shane, you was a married man, for real. Even though he said he was looking for her. And I believe that. I believe he searched high and low. Anyway, after the other girl is murdered, Detective Shane's sister started getting nervous because she too was a part of the friend group. And she was also a mean girl. Trying to put it on the other girls, but no, she was also a mean girl. And so she tells Shane about a time where, well, she didn't really go into detail. She just told him that at Tessa's 16th birthday party, things just got out of hand. Things just really got out of hand. And so she was fearful. She was scared. Rightly so, because she ends up dead. Detective Shane finds her body. She floating in the tub full of blood. Somebody got her. He run out his house trying to figure out what's going on. And he gets stopped by his partner because his partner has been following him this whole time because he got a whole lot of inconsistencies with him. And so she got him up on her board. She been looking into his ass. She been following him, trying to figure out what's going on. And she's like, you're going to talk to me at gunpoint. You're going to talk to me because this is going on. I done figured out this, that, the third. And he's like, I cannot talk to you right now. I cannot talk to you right now. She's like, why you got blood all over you? Because he done found his sister's body. And so now he running to go make sure that Tessa is safe because she was a part of the friend group. Tessa, on the other hand, she and her cameraman got put out of their hotel. And so he's like, oh, it's nothing, my in-laws have a property out here. They're not here. We can just go stay at their little lake house. So, she's okay with it because she done slept with the man. I feel like a couple of times. But she's cool with it. Keep in mind, cameraman is married to her rival out there in Atlanta. Rival out there in Atlanta gets wind that they working together and all of that. She called him on the line. Hey, I'll be there in about 30 minutes. Okay, bye. She was speeding down the road, okay? Speeding. She was getting there. She said, you not about to take my man. Absolutely not. They in the house. And she's just, lurking, walking around, and she starts looking at pictures and starts to see old homegirl, the friend, the heavyset friend from high school. She starts to see her pictures on the wall. And it's like, wait a minute. Then she sees the growth in her, or should I say the change in her. It was pictures of her when she was overweight. Then we get her in her working out era. She was running, doing races and marathons and stuff. And then we get a present day photo of her now being the rival reporter back in Atlanta. She been up under that girl this whole time. She took her job and everything. She's going by Lexi now. She done changed her whole identity. I don't know how people, when people lose a lot of weight, they do look like a completely different person. A lot of times they do, but for the most part, you should be able to still see their face in there. However, she was none the wiser, and when she found out, it was really too late. And so then it's like, oh, so y'all set this up. Y'all brought homegirl here. He said, because he was like, why did your wife want me to come here? Because he talking about she was on her way, and she just wanted to clear the air or make things right or something like that. And again, the way that it's being shown to us, okay, they're the killers. She wants to rectify things. Yeah, right. She want to kill your ass just like she did the rest of them bullies, because they also found a friendship bracelet tied to each of their tongues. And so, and also at the same time, detectives are finding things. They done found the clipped fingernails from the first victim in the girl's house. They found they were finding things, and so which led them back to the cameraman and the rival reporter lady, the girl Lexi. And so now police are on their way there, all of the things. She and Tessa get into a tussle because now they got to fight it out. Now we finna fight. Because again, Tessa is like, you done tried to kill all of the other girls. Now you trying to come for me. Now it's my turn. And now your man was in on it too. Because then he comes out there talking about the elite. And y'all think y'all this and y'all think y'all that. Like, he really starts going in on them as well. And she's confused. And now it's a tussle. She gets him backed into a room and like locks the door. And that's when homegirl comes in there trying to fight Tessa. And they having a tussle and all of that, and she pick up a gun and she finna try to shoot Tessa, and she gets shot clean between the eyes by a partner them outside. She's a good shot. So now we have, this crime. We have to pick up this crime scene. All is well. All we done figured it out. This woman and her husband been around here taking out the bullies. We know that trope. That's always the story. And then we see where, because before that we saw how Lexi back in the day, back in high school, she and her family at the lake house, they were all getting ready to get out and go on a boat, and her older sister, who is also very mean to her, she says some real mean stuff to her on her way out the door. And she gonna say to her, "Oh, can you grab my inhaler off the counter?" She's like, "Sure." She picks it up and starts letting all the medicine out. Just keep continuously squirting, just wasting it all the way down the dock to the boat. Sister's like, "Did you grab my inhaler?" "Oh yeah, here you go." She on some bad seed type shit. She done killed her sister, because her sister, of course, has an asthma attack on the water, and she dies before they can die. She done killed her sister. The folks that knew that were victim number 1 and victim number 2. I don't know how they found out, but they found out, and they were blackmailing her. So it looks like she had to take them out. Not so. You ready for the twist? So all is well. We got Tessa and Detective Shane. They back together. He has to adopt his niece. He had a little niece. She was probably like 4 or 5, maybe like 5. But he, of course, ends up having to adopt her. And we see that Tessa's back on the job. She's pregnant. Life is great. They're back in Atlanta living the life. They go back to the hometown, their hometown, and they're visiting Tessa's mother. We visited Hannah. Hannah, by the way, the entire series was dealing with spells, little dementia spells where they were finding her wandering the streets naked. They kept having to redirect her back home. She was serving up tea, but it was really water, putting the eggshells in the egg. It was bad. It was bad. So, we was checking on mama. And Tessa gets a letter on her dresser, and so she reads it. And we're reading the things that have transpired. And so mama say, when you left, this is a letter from her mother. When you left, I had to, all I had of you were your old videos, videos that you used to record on your little camcorder. And she watched them all but one, and she found the last one that was unmarked, and she looked at it, and it was her 16th birthday. And so we see what transpired, because the story we got was that things went too far with the girl that was overweight, Lexi. Things went too far with her. What we saw first was they're all out, some little lovers lane type of situation. And it's girls only. They're drinking, they're having a good time. And then here come these three men. And they hold the heavyset girl, they hold Lexi down. And we see her struggling and putting up a fight. And then we see Tessa looking around, like she's not with it. But the other girls are laughing. And of course, this alludes to they sexually assaulted that girl. So she had every reason to be vengeful. It was just icing on the cake when it came to Lexi and her man being the ones. Okay. But Mama said she watched the video. She kept watching the footage. And what really happened was she ended up squirming and getting and running off. Not even that, because Tessa ran over there and pushed them off of her. And she ran off. And Tessa gets grabbed and thrown to the mattress. And then they hold her down. And she's like, girl, can you help me? Help me. She's like, fuck you, bitch. And runs off. Because in her mind, Tessa was in on the whole thing. But how could she be in on the whole thing if she just helped you? She just helped you. But see, Lexi was also a mean girl. Because we also got footage of Hannah cleaning their home, and and Lexi would throw trash on the floor deliberately. So she was a bitch too. Then we see that Lexi was sexually assaulted by those men while her friends sat right there and watched and sang happy birthday. Mama saw the whole thing and cooked up a real good plan. She decided, hey, I'm elderly. They'll believe dementia. She went to each of them, shanked all their asses, okay? The walking around naked, oh. That's so the people will believe it. It was all an act from Mama. Mama did it all. Mama said, I'll kill them hoes for my baby. Way to go, Hannah. Way to go. Way to go. And see, she didn't intend on killing Lexi. But Lexi, was it Lexi that she didn't intend on killing? She didn't intend on killing one of them, but I think Lexi ended up having to, she just had to go. She ended up having to go. She had to go because when I saw that she didn't even help you. She just turned around, saw that them boys was finna rape you after you just saved her. Yeah, she had to go too. Collateral damage, because girl, what? And she mistreated you. Throwing trash on the floor while you vacuuming. Absolutely not. She was also a mean girl. This was a good story. This was a good story. Loved it from start to finish. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. And I loved the ending because Tessa reading the letter, basically her mama done confessed to murder, confessed to, all of it. And she look up at her mama and we see all the array of emotions. First she is shocked. Then it's like, thank you, mama. I'm so happy you did that for me. I'm going to burn this and we ain't got to talk about it no more. Good job, people. Good job. This was really good. I really enjoyed it. I kind of want another season, but it's like, where else could we take this? Where else could we take this but somebody kind of maybe figuring it out that it might be her mama and we looking into that. I don't know, but we don't need to go no further. This ended with a chef's kiss to me. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So if you haven't taken a gander, sorry, because it was spoilers all up and through this. This is what we do over here, though. We spoil it, recap. It's really a recap. It's really a recap review, not just a review. We're not just talking about it. We gonna throw some We're going to throw some spoilers out there too, to discuss, you know. Anyway, if you've seen it, you know, drop down in the comments. Let me know what you were thinking about it, how you felt about it. I do believe that this is a book. I believe that I can read this. I hope so, because this is something that would definitely be a good read. Anyway, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.